Good morning. It is an errand day. I am hitting Meijer right now, and then the library, and then the park for a few minutes before I have to go to Menards. So it's going to be kind of a crafting light day for the beginning anyway. So I am here at the park. I am going to take some pictures of finished things, and then I'm going to knit, maybe spin. The wind doesn't seem too windy for spinning. I only have about an hour to be here this morning, which is kind of a bummer, but at least I'm getting out today. And maybe, no, I was gonna say maybe I'll bring the kids here later today, but this morning they were pretty sunsick, and the ones who weren't sunsick were sunburned and grumpy, so I don't think I want to bring them to a park. Oh well, at least I get this hour right now. I just got home and I'm about to go in my house, and I realized that I have a little traveler with me. So normally I would just take a picture of my progress today, which started somewhere up here and went around. But I'm actually going to talk about this for a second. Don't mind my dog getting into something. I hate this E. It's too small compared to the other letters. So probably not tonight, maybe not even tomorrow, but sometime before this is finished, I'm going to take this E off and cut out a different one. So look, it's so tiny compared to the other three. What was I thinking? I like to make impossible games with myself. So the next impossible game has to do with this spinning. I am making the rule that I will very quickly break, I know, but for right now, I cannot start the second half of this 4 ounces until I either finish the current side that I'm working on my blanket, or finish a sliver of Gourmet Stash, or finish the current ply ball I have going for Gourmet Stash. So, or I will also put the caveat that if I finish an hour of one of my UFO projects, I can spin one of the small balls of the 2-ounce fiber that I have. Hey guys, I am sitting outside of the gym. I'm about to go in. But what is going on today? The traffic, it took almost 20 minutes to drop my kids off at school. Normally it takes 5 minutes to get there and like 2 minutes to get out, so 7 minutes. So more than twice the amount of time, which isn't a big deal for me because whatever. But traffic is just nuts. Like, I don't live in a big city, and their school is on a main like throughway to get to the freeway. But I don't know, traffic is crazy. Like, it was a parking lot on the road instead of people moving. Anyway, I'm going to go in the gym because I haven't been to the gym in a really long time. So, yeah. I do have my water bottle and my headphones, though, this time. I was just spinning, and the hook came out of my spindle. No big deal, though. I just used a half hitch and did a little more spinning on it. It works as long as I make sure that the half hitch is tight. I don't remember if I told you guys that I got a fleece for free. It's a Suffolk fleece, so not a spinning fleece really. But I got it for free at Kentucky Sheep and Fiber, so I'm going to start processing it a little bit today. And by processing, I just mean washing, because it is very lanolin-y and very smelly, and it's been sitting in my car for a week. So, I thought it was time to get it out of there. I don't have lingerie bags, but I do have this Ravelry muslin bag, so I have some fleece in it. And I will be putting it in this bucket to rinse the fleece. And you know, the bucket's a little dirty, but I'm about to put water in it and dump it out several times. So it's been in there about 5 minutes. I was gonna let it wait 15, but I think I'm gonna change this first bath right now. Well, bath number two is less dirty. Let's get into bath number 3. I forgot to talk about it, fail. So I put this through 5 soaks with hot, soapy, a little bit soapy water. You can tell it's not super soapy, just a little. And then 1 rinse with no soap, and this is the final rinse. It's not clear, but it is not super dirty. I'm calling it acceptable. So now I'm going to take this outside and let it dry, and I already have a second batch going. Okay, so fleece bundle number 1 is outside drying. It is sunny and breezy, so hopefully this will be dry relatively soon. It would be great if it was dry before I had to go pick up the kids from school, but if not, I'll just move it up on my porch. So you remember this morning when I said that I was at the gym? I totally did go to the gym. I was in the gym parking lot. And then I realized that I don't know where my gym bag is. I thought it was in my car. It probably is. Likely buried under all of the stuff that we unpack when we go to parks and beaches. So I didn't go to the gym. So instead, I am out at the park and I am going to walk at the park for an hour. Not the one that my sister and I usually go to, the smaller, closer one. So I'm going to do that before I have to go pick up my kids. I finished side number 3, so I am going to start the corner, and finishing side number 3 means I get to spin a thing. I think if I finish the corner, I would also spin a thing, because it's not quite as much work as the side, but it's still a lot of work. Dun da da! Finished the corner and the parent pickup line also, so I'm going to spin these now, and then back to obligation stuff, which I still really like spinning my gourmet stash. I spun that the entire time I was walking. It's just this blanket. I don't know. I mean, I do know. I apologize for whining about it. So I woke up an hour before child wake-up time and started washing fleece and started writing show notes for the podcast today. And part of my process for writing show notes is basically working on everything as I pick it up and write it on my notes list. So I finished off that sliver of fiber that I had left, which means I get to spin another one. Getting ready to record, trying not to melt. The shelf does not look exciting today, but the table looks okay. It's hot. See you on the other side. Hey guys, I haven't checked in with you all day because I took a nap, which I haven't done all week, so that was lovely. And I also recorded my podcast, but I'm having issues with my editing software. I watched the video a little bit on its own to see if it was editing software or corruption in the file, and the video was playing fine. In the editing software, though, it was skipping. So I have to figure that out, and that's frustrating. Right now, I'm going to knit, and I think I'm going to take a picture of not all of my minis, but tomorrow starts all the small things. So maybe all of the minis that I can easily access. I don't know. Let's see what I... Tomorrow is June 1st and starts the all the small things knit along. So I'm going to show you guys my mini skein collection. This is not all of it. It'll have to be more than one little video. This is all minis from Christina. These are minis from ZK, including the first year.
that I put into my original miter blanket and then had leftovers from that. These are minis that my friend Jenna of 716 Knit and Knit Buffalo gave me. These minis are from, some of them are my projects, some are from other people. This was just kind of a random bag thrown together. I think of more boy colors than anything else. These are minis whose origin story I don't remember. If they're from you, I'm sorry. These are minis that have already been used in all of the blankets and will be going into the granny stripe blanket again. These minis are earmarked to go into the stripe, the bias stripe blanket before they go into anything else. I should really get on that. I don't remember the name of the woman who sent me these. I'm really sorry. They came from the owner of Vintage Fairy LCC. I'm so sorry and rude that I don't know your name and didn't look it up because I'm a jerk. But they're gorgeous. This is a shawl that I'm going to rip out. This is actually a design that I made with some friends for the second ZK. It's a magic ball shawl, and as you can see, it has some holes in it. This section is felted. So I'm going to cut this section out, get rid of it, and use the rest. I am not 100% positive where all of these yarns came from. I think that these came from Jen, who used to have, I don't remember her podcast. It's no longer going. And this looks like something I got at the first ZK from Illuminated Knits, but I don't know for sure. And these are random minis, which I think were from ZK also. Oh, and this is my pile of mostly neutrals, but things that I am saving for my next mini blanket. Like this has too many colors to go in a single granny stripe. This also. These yarns are what I have left from a giant package that Annette sent me after the first ZK. More skeins whose origin story I do not recall. And all of these are waiting to be made into barn raising squares before they get made into anything else. Last year I did a thing where I posted every day for a while what mini things I had finished that day and how many mini skeins I had used up and kept a running total. I'm totally going to try to keep up with that again because that was really motivating for the time period that I was able to keep up with it, and also it's kind of fun. Plus, I would like to show you all of my minis again at the end of the knit along, and I'm hoping that the quantity is much less and it takes way less time to show you them.